Hey, I'm Carol Sprayberry, Executive Director of the Sylacauga City Schools Foundation, and I'm here today at Pinecrest with Miss Spates and her students.
Yes.
We are here to talk about the grant that you wrote and got from the
Yes.
foundation last year.
So the grant that we got last year was for my math stations. I was able to get some Lego blocks to be able to talk about area and perimeter, and actually let the kids be able to build find the length and the width and all of those things so that they can actually touch it and build it. One of the other things that I got was whiteboards, just to be able to practice and solve problems. And there's nothing more that they love than being able to write on a whiteboard with expo markers. So just being able to put our hands on the math has been a really big deal.
Whiteboards have been popular
Yes.
for the last several years with foundation grants. We've got them vertical, we've got them on the wall, we've got them on the tabletops.
On the tabletops, yes.
Yeah.
It's their favorite thing when they come to my small group table to be able to write on the whiteboard. They're like, I get to write on the table,
No, that's
but just
cool.
to see it. It's so much easier to see it on a whiteboard than go to a paper and find an answer.
That's right.
Especially in math, I can now see the work that they're doing when putting it all together and find those little missing pieces to hopefully finally make the big picture.
Well, I know this is not your first grant to write. We appreciate you writing grants through the foundation. Tell us the importance of the foundation to a classroom teacher.
We only get so much. We get so much money that comes from the state, but we have a lot of kids to provide for and a lot of needs that need to be met. As a math teacher, it's the manipulatives and the touching, the magnetic fraction strips that I got, that when we multiply fractions, they get to actually physically put it on there. And so this money helped me get something that I probably couldn't have been able to afford without it, and gives them the opportunity to touch it and not just be a pencil paper classroom. That's what helps that learning and helps that process through their brain, being able to physically move it and manipulate it. And so it makes all the difference to be able to say, look what we have to use, to learn from this.
Yeah.
So it does make all the difference for all of us, not just years to come, all of the things that we can still use.
We love for our teachers to think outside the box,
Yes.
because we know a lot that spend money out of their own pocket to get things for
absolutely.
their students to help with their learning process. Can you tell us how you think the community and the schools and the teachers and administrators can all work together to support the foundation in our efforts?
I think the biggest thing is seeing it in action. When I say I want Legos to teach with, it sounds silly, but come back and see the lesson. For the kids to be able to take a Lego that they play with and build the numbers, all of a sudden it makes sense. I think that's a really big piece of it. It seems silly. It sounds weird when you ask for a whiteboard. They're like, it's just a whiteboard, but that whiteboard may mean the difference in me seeing that one small error to help them, or not seeing it at all.
Right.
And so I think that the community in itself can see those needs, and then it helps them meet the needs. They know what they've put it towards. They know why do we give this money? Well, we need Legos, but we need whiteboards, and we need expo markers, and we need those things that we're going to use more than just one time. Whiteboards and expo markers are living in their desk, and we use them constantly. And so just to be able to have that and not be like, oh, well, we're out today. We don't have any more. We can't use that.
Right.
So just to be able to consistently use the things that work, just makes a difference.
We appreciate that. We appreciate you and your contribution to the foundation through payroll deduction, and we wish all of our employees would do that. And we are all about the students.
Yes, and they love it. We appreciate it.
You're welcome. Thank you.
Thank you.
So, Ms. Collier, tell me how many students that you see each day.
So I see approximately, during the week, 400 students. I see grades 3 through 5. Some days I have 10 classes, some days are smaller, and we have 6 classes, but they rotate. All students will come 2 times a week to the library.
Oh, that's great.
Yes.
Yeah. And your library looks awesome.
Well, thank
I know
you.
that y'all got it renovated this summer. It's beautiful.
Yes.
You also wrote a grant last year and received the grant from the foundation. Please explain to us what your grant consists of.
So I wrote a grant for the bird brain technology robots. When students come to the library, one day a week we do a lesson, and then the next day a week we do a STEM station. I should specify, our lesson is a library-centered lesson one day a week. The next day is a STEM focus. So we try to integrate different robots for different ability levels. The bird brain robots that I wrote are a build your own robot that students get to create the own code for and build the animatronics for it. It's more for our advanced grade students. But I also wrote a grant for the place value cube so they can use the robot will actually allow students to build their own digital place value cubes in math class.
This is quite an amazing for grades 3 through 5. We just were at the high school interviewing the robotics teacher there, and to know that you've got a feeder program in this area at Pinecrest, this is great.
We had some very advanced students last year, and I realized that I needed to push them even further in this robotics career for them.
Well, thank you for writing this grant. Could you share with our audience some encouraging words to our community, parents, other teachers, individuals, to support the foundation?
Absolutely. We're all in this together. We are one big team. So your donations, your gracious contributions to the grant help teachers, and they are helping our future leaders of this community.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
It's a joy to see your class today coming in. Y'all are so well behaved and quiet, and I appreciate that.
Yes.
So thank you, Ms. Collier.
Thank you, Ms. Sprayberry.
Hey, I'm Carol Sprayberry, Executive Director of the Sylacauga City Schools Foundation, and I'm here today with Ms. Lewis, and we are going to talk about the grant that she received this past spring, funded through the foundation, and the importance of the support of the foundation. So, Lindsay, tell us about your grant you got.
So I applied for a grant for my 3rd through 5th graders here at Pinecrest for recorders, and they graciously accepted, and I was able to purchase a recorder for every student in all 3 grades, and we just finished playing them just a few weeks ago, and they've really enjoyed them. So I try to start them in 2nd grade, 1st grade, and then we bring them here, and so they're able to play them about 3 or 4 years in total, and they seem to really enjoy it. So that's what I got this year for our grant.
Great. Lindsay splits her time between Indian Valley and Pinecrest, so that's why she said she tries to get them started in the 1st and 2nd grade, and then they transition to Pinecrest. So that's really great. Tell us, Lindsay, the importance of the foundation to you as an instructor and why all teachers should support us.
So instruments are very expensive, and we only get so much money from the state every year, and like I said, I have to split my time between 2 schools, so it's very imperative that I utilize every opportunity to apply for grants so that way I can purchase instruments for all the grades I teach. So
Yeah, we would love for all of our teachers and staff and administrators to be a part of the foundation through payroll deduction, and so Lindsay is that, and we appreciate that from you.
Thank you.
But yeah, come check out the music department at Pinecrest if you have a chance. But thank you, Lindsay, for your time today.
Thank you.